Today we're taking a look at an offering from the Mercer Watch Company, a micro brand out of New Jersey. That's coming up right after this. This piece is part of a watch tour started by Robert and is making it around North America for 11 watch lovers to enjoy before ending up in New York. It started with Robert in Michigan, then headed to Travis in Texas, followed by Jeremy in Louisiana, then coming my way in Florida. I'll be sending it to John in Canada, who'll pass it to Riley in Idaho, where it flies to Paulo in Washington, before meeting with KDP and Max in California, followed by a red-eye flight to Chelsea in New Hampshire, and ending in New York with Tristano. Okay, let's take a closer look. This is the Brigadier and has the style of a casual dress piece. The bezel area is nicely polished and transitions to brushed 22mm lugs, followed by more high polish on the caseback. The dial has applied Arabic numerals at 6, 9, and 12, with the center portion of the dial done in a waffle pattern that provides a nice contrast and a bit more excitement to the surface. Interestingly, the date wheel isn't white as you might initially think, but it's closer to a gray color, a touch I actually appreciate in bringing it more in line with the colors that you already find on the dial. The hour marker and outer chapter ring appear to have a green tone to them, which is another aspect I do find visually appealing. The crown has a nice pattern and is nicely rounded and stamped with a single star, which is the insignia designator for the rank of Brigadier General. My one complaint regarding the screw-down crown is that it doesn't feel as confident as I'd like and does have a little bit of wobble. Through the case back, you see the Miota 9015 movement with the branded Mercer rotor and sword logo. Although not known to be a highly decorated movement, I do always appreciate a display back and the ability to watch the balance wheel hard at work. As is characteristic of the Miota movement, the rotor is a bit louder than the 2824 and does spin freely with a flick of the wrist. In terms of low-light legibility, it's not a characteristic dress style pieces are known for, but the Mercer is easy to read in the dark with luminant on the hour hand, minute hand, a majority of the hour indices, and as you see, there's lume along the outer chapter ring of the piece. So while you don't necessarily expect much from a dress style piece, there's enough here to allow for nighttime use. One thing I noticed immediately which drove me crazy was the gap you see in the stock band. The band has a curve and curved spring bars to bring it more in line with the case's shape, but if you're going to use this in the design, I think you have to take extra care to make sure you don't see this kind of gap, which makes you feel like you have the wrong size band on. The band itself has a nice suede surface and is secured by a signed butterfly clasp displaying the company's logo. Because of the gap, while I wore it, I put the piece on a few Wrist Candy Watch Club combination straps and NATOs that did a better job of filling the gap caused by the curved spring bars. Overall, it's a nice piece, although not one that I find particularly exciting. I do think it's priced in the sweet spot for micro brands using this particular movement. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this piece, and you can certainly visit the Mercer Watch Company website to learn more. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and as always, if this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. That's it for this one. CG out.